Hey guys, it's Janice at Ozark Family Homestead, and we are beginning another What We Eat in a Week video. So for those of you that are new here, this is where I just take the camera along for 7 days and I show you guys our family's breakfasts, lunches, and suppers for the week. We are a family of 9. We have 7 children, ages 20 down to 4. And we have our homestead where we grow a decent amount of our own food, some of our meat, and then we have gardens and orchards and things like that too. Right now in the background, let's see, we've got little chicks in here right now. I don't know if you can hear them, but those will actually provide meat for our family here in just a couple months. So what I'm going to do now, breakfast is ready here on day 1 of our video. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll show you guys what we are having this morning. Here are our little Cornish cross chicks. That's the breed of the meat bird here that we're growing out. They were kept in the shop, but it got down pretty cold last night, so they've been brought inside, and hopefully they'll stay warmer here in the house. And breakfast is over here on the counter. Sarah got these started last night. These are sourdough cinnamon rolls with a cream cheese icing on top. She just poured the icing on there, and it will solidify some as these cool down. So nobody has gotten into them just yet, but I will call some children in and they will happily start digging into these things. I do not have a plan for supper tonight, and so we'll see how this works. This still needs to be put away. This is for making canned tomato sauce yesterday for processing the tomatoes. This is the cookbook that the sourdough cinnamon roll recipe came out of, Daily Sourdough by Lisa Bass. And it is in our Amazon storefront. If you're interested in getting one yourself, I'll put the link in the description box for it. Sarah is using this a bunch. She loves doing sourdough. So that is what where she gets a lot of her recipes from. And this is her little sourdough starter here that she uses. She has it here amongst the sweet potato starts. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get children called inside, and we'll get going with our day, and I'll see you guys back at lunchtime. And it is lunchtime. So lunch today is quick and easy. I had gotten bagged salads on markdown at Kroger this week, and they're close enough in, they're kind of a spicy, they're different salads, but they're close enough in taste that we find it okay to just mix them up. So that's what we've done. Both bags of salad are in here. Some home canned chicken that came in from the root cellar is in here. And there's even a tiny bit of lettuce from the greenhouse that has gotten thrown in here as well. So all that stuff, if they finish this off, I have 2 more bags of a different kind of salad in the fridge, so we can always make more. In addition to that, there are cinnamon rolls left as well. So there is plenty for everybody to eat. And then whenever I come back, we'll have supper, and we have a larger supper planned for this evening. So I will show you that later on today. And it is supper time. So this is a recipe that I've had for a long time. I think I got it off All Recipes many, many years ago, and it's called Monterey chicken with potatoes. Don't know why it's called that, but it's a Mexican recipe. Basically all it is the bottom layer here is roasted potatoes. I usually use red potatoes, but I'm out of those, so these are just russet potatoes that have been peeled and cubed and roasted. And when they're roasted, when they're done, you then top it with chicken, which we used canned chicken that we keep in the root cellar, just boneless, skinless chicken breast that has been canned. So a layer of that. Then you dump a layer of salsa on there, and then shredded cheese on top, which we just use our blocks of cheese that I get on sale, shred them up, and then at that point you cook it, because the potatoes are already done. You cook it until the cheese is melted and the chicken and the salsa are heated through, and then you eat it up. So there's that. A little bit of cinnamon rolls left over there. And then over here we've got some fixins. Avocados were on sale a week or so ago. So this is the last of the on sale avocados turned into guacamole. We've got some chips and some extra salsa if anybody wants it. So there you go. That is supper tonight. There's some grapes left over from snack today as well that didn't get eaten up. So Anna has the table set. She's our supper time helper. I've got children kind of waiting to come in here and grab some plates. Y'all hungry? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and eat, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is a new day, and Samuel has breakfast ready for us this morning. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you guys what he made. And as far as what else is going on, little chicks are still here in the house, staying warm. And animal jobs are all done, so I've got children in the living room waiting to eat. Mom, finish videoing so we can go eat. I'll go spin the camera around and show you what we're having. So Sam made up cheese omelets this morning. These are using our chicken eggs over here, which we have an abundance of chicken eggs. And in addition to the cheese omelets, we have some leftover cinnamon rolls. So we're gonna divide those up as well. That'll just be breakfast. If anybody's hungry after this, they can have another cheese omelet because we have lots of eggs and we have lots of cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and get children in here. We'll go ahead and get to eating. Today is wash the tablecloth day, so I've got the table cleared off. Also on the to-do list today is to get the sweet potatoes moved out of my kitchen because we are hoping to get at least one, possibly two incubators set up, probably on this countertop here, for duck eggs and chicken eggs. And if I'm going to lose this countertop here, I need this countertop back. So we're going to be doing some shuffling. Things ought to, if everything goes according to plan, things ought to change up in here today. But we're going to go ahead and eat, and I'll bring you guys back at lunchtime. And it is lunchtime. You show everybody your pretty hair. Sarah did a French braid in your hair today. So pretty. You been working hard outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a productive morning. It's been really good. So Rebekah is playing with her horsies. Is that fun? Okay, I'll show you guys what all we're having for lunch. We've got table set. Abigail's doing some Bible study. Andrew was tilling up more of the garden, and Sarah just got peas planted in the small potato patch. We had an extra row, so got that done. And you helped her? You did, because you're a farm girl, aren't you?
I bought the tea tent.
You put the peas in, didn't you? Good job. All the sweet potatoes have been moved outside. Anna thinks it's winter time. Are you cold?
Not really.
Not really. She's getting the salads put together for lunch. Incubators have been moved in. There's no eggs in here yet. We have to let them run for 24 hours before we put eggs in. So what Anna is doing, Anna, it's 74 degrees in this kitchen. You cannot be cold. These two salads here, there's actually 2 bags of these that I got on markdown at Kroger. This is the last of the salads that I was able to get this week. So she's getting that all put together. This stuff here is something, Anna made that as well. So she wanted to bake something, but it had to be quick because we didn't have a lot of time. So she found a no-bake recipe. What was it? Oats, peanut butter, melted chocolate chips.
Milk chocolate chips, butter, vanilla.
Yeah, it was just goodness here, all pressed together, kind of like a granola bar. And so this is set out that people can have as well. And then over here, I've got, this was leftovers. So before I started filming, I had made up a big beef and barley soup. So I had put a beef roast in the Instant Pot, and we had that with supper one night, and there was leftover beef. So I took the leftover beef and chopped it all up and added some carrots and green beans and barley and broth to that. So the barley had soaked up all of the liquid that I had in the soup originally. And so yesterday when we opened up the 2 cans of the home canned boneless skinless chicken breast, I poured off the juice that was in that jar into here. So it did not go to waste, and it's being used to liquefy the soup that we needed for leftovers today. So that is going to be lunch, and then we're going to get back to work. It's been sporadically raining, so we do a little bit outside and then come back inside. If the rain holds off, we'll try to get some more potatoes put in the ground today. And there's just lots of stuff to do outside. It is full-fledged springtime. Incubators, baby chicks, daffodils, all the good stuff. So there's the little chickie chicks hanging out in the house still. And at this point, I guess I will just see you guys back at supper time. We're going to get everybody in here and fill up some bowls with soup. And it is supper time. So supper tonight is a casserole recipe from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. Here, I'll come over here and show it to you real quick. Oh, after I change the battery, just a second. All right, I'm back. So this is the recipe right up here, the creamy garlic spinach spaghetti squash bake in the Trim Healthy Table cookbook. And we do have this in the Amazon storefront. So I'll pin a comment for this video, and you can see the recipe. I also baked bread today, and we ate some of that as part of snack as well. But anyway, this is what the casseroles look like. There's spaghetti squash in there, some chicken, garlic. Supposed to be, I think it's spinach, but we used kale because that's what we had. Mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, cream cheese. There's just all kinds of yummy stuff in there. So there's that, and then we have green beans with it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get a plate made up, and then I'll bring you back. I'll show you what everything looks like once we have it on a plate. And here's what a plate looks like. So I did pull out a jar of fermented sauerkraut as well. That's what that is. And I have a whole video on making that, so I'll put a link in the description box for the fermented sauerkraut video as well. So we are going to go ahead and eat. We've got the table getting set up over here, and we'll get children called inside and we'll eat. We've got everybody inside, but I think 2 boys are out in the summer kitchen, so we will do that real quick. Good morning, guys. New day. So we have breakfast ready, or actually Samuel has breakfast ready. He's the breakfast helper. He's got it all laid out here, and I will flip the camera around and show you all what we're having. Today is just a regular school day, work day, but we do have a visit with friends this evening. We're actually taking supper to some friends, and we've been invited to eat there with them. Because they have a child's birthday today. So it's a very informal, spur-of-the-moment birthday visit with another family. But I'm going to take you along and show you guys what we're eating and all that kind of stuff too. First, we're going to deal with breakfast though. So let me spin the camera around real quick. We are having soaked oats for breakfast this morning. This is a recipe. I use the Nourishing Traditions cookbook. It's in our Amazon storefront. I don't have it laid out here, but it discusses the benefits of soaking your grains prior to eating them. It just makes them more digestible. So these were started last night after supper time. 4 cups of oats, 4 cups of water, a 1/4 cup of whole grain flour, and 4 tablespoons of an acidic medium. You can use whey or lemon juice. We use apple cider vinegar, and you let it sit overnight, and it just breaks down those grains so that it makes them easier to digest. This morning, there was a measuring cup, a 4-cup measuring cup, added 2 cups of frozen blackberries, and then with the blackberries still in the cup, you fill it up with water to the 4-cup line. Dump all that in here and cook it. We've been using frozen raspberries, but we've used all of those up, and now we're using blackberries. And these are blackberries that we harvested from our property here last summer, and they've been in the freezer all this time. So we're going to work through those. And in addition to the oats, we can add in some butter. This is from Daisy, our cow. This is homemade butter. We'll also add some cinnamon and some maple syrup in there. So Rebekah already has her bowl made up because she was super hungry this morning, weren't you? And she said, Mama, you can show my bowl to the people, right?
Right.
And that's what Rebekah's bowl looks like. She's already been eating on it there. Is it good stuff? Yeah. Everybody else gonna eat now? I need to get out our school readings for the day, and I think we're doing Bible. We do Bible every morning, but history is on our loop schedule for today, so we'll do a history lesson together too. Sound good? Okay. Guys, we will see you all back at lunchtime today. And it is lunchtime. So lunchtime is easy peasy leftovers. I've got, this is supper stuff over there. Leftovers today, we do have a bit of the Monterey chicken with potatoes, which sounds very fancy, but it's not. It's just a simple recipe. We've got that and a little bit of guacamole left. We'll still pull out some chips and we'll wipe that out. A serving of the beef and barley soup, and then last night's leftovers of that spaghetti squash, chicken, garlic casserole with some green beans. So we'll do this. If we wipe it out and they're still hungry, there's always oranges and apples and nuts and all the good stuff, right? I've got bread sitting over here too, that there could always be peanut butter and jelly made up. So we have options. School is still going on. We did our read alouds. There's a lot of stuff. There's an Andrew. And I was going to show you guys, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. I read this book to Rebekah this morning. I like to sit with her on the couch and give Rebekah some one-on-one time before I actually start school with the rest of the children. It doesn't happen every day, but I like to do that. This is a book I got years ago. Samuel, my 20-year-old, this was his favorite when he was a little boy. So I have read this for 20 years, pretty much have it memorized. I read it to Rebekah this morning. If you have not seen this book before, check it out if you have little ones. It's just a cute, cute book. It's kind of a rhymey story, so it holds their attention, and it's got some good illustrations and stuff in it. So, bed hogs, we love that. She also drew this morning some because she's making up little birthday pictures for the birthday boy tonight. So we had that going on. More schoolwork going on at the school table. And they're looking at a history book over there too. Rebekah, are you going to fall asleep or are you going to come eat lunch with us?
Come eat lunch.
Come eat lunch. All right. Let's go make up plates. See what leftovers you want. All right, we are getting ready to head out of here. It is kind of supper time, but kind of not. So what we made is egg roll in a bowl, which is a copyrighted recipe from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. Can you tell how much I've used this cookbook? It's like literally falling apart. Lots of good recipes in here. It is in our Amazon storefront. You are the coolest 4-year-old ever. Look at you. Are you ready to go see friends? Yeah, she is. So here's what our food looks like. Did the brown rice in the Instant Pot. And there it is. We're just going to take it over to their home right here in the Instant Pot. And get that lid closed back up. And here's the filling. So basically the idea behind it is it's an egg roll, but without the wrapping. Egg roll in a bowl. So cabbage, ground beef, onions, all kinds of good seasonings and stuff like that in there. So we're gonna load this stuff up and we're gonna head to our friend's house. This is the same friends, those of you that watch on a regular basis know that we had friends with a medical event. There was a meal train set up for them and for 2 weeks. And this is the second meal that we brought, and I did not know it whenever I signed up, but it's also one of the birthdays for one of the children. So they said, hey, friends, if you're bringing us supper, why don't you just stay and eat that supper with us, and we'll have a little informal birthday party. So that's what we're gonna do, and have a good time. It'll be a quick, just sit and visit, do happy birthday, eat, and come back home. We don't have eggs in here yet in the incubators. Maybe this evening when we get home, we might have time to do it, but it hasn't gotten done today. By the time school was done, food had to be cooked, and now we're ready to head out the door. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. New day. So we had a good time with our friends last night, and we left all the leftovers there so that they've got their lunch covered for today as well. They did enjoy the egg roll in a bowl. So I'm always a little nervous with that one because they have little ones, and with the cabbage and stuff in there, you never know if they're gonna actually like it or not. And the little ones did like it. So yay, that was good. And they did cake and ice cream and stuff because of the birthday child that they had on their end. But when we got home, there's stuff that still needed to be done, and we were all tired, so we just went straight to bed. So we are running a little behind this morning because yesterday's laundry had to be folded and put away. There were dirty dishes left in the sink that we didn't mess with last night, so we're running a little bit behind this morning. But breakfast is ready. I've still got, piles of laundry on the table back there that still need to be put away from yesterday. But breakfast is ready. I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'll show you guys what we're having, and we'll move on with our day. Okay, so I have a pot going here. I'm gonna get another batch of kombucha going today, and the coffee's ready. I have not had any coffee yet. I'm looking forward to that. Breakfast is sausage scramble. It's been a regular in our house for many, many years. We take a 1 pound container of frozen ground turkey, thaw it, and cook it up with some homemade sausage seasoning. I'll put the link in the description box for that. And cook up that sausage, and then add eggs. These are our chicken eggs here. So you can see we are doing good on eggs. And these back here, these are all duck eggs here. So far we've brought in 14 duck eggs this morning, so the ducks are doing a good job of laying eggs. Okay, my water is boiling. I will need to throw those tea bags in there. But once it's all cooked up, sometimes I add cheese to it. I did sprinkle a little bit of cheese in it this morning. Over here, we've got some toast. I have a whole other loaf of bread left over, but some like it toasted, some like it plain, some like with butter, some like with jam. So I'm just gonna leave this and let everybody pick and choose what they want to go with this morning. So she has been back here mimicking Mama the whole time. Show them what you've been doing. Yeah, that's what's going on in the background while I'm filming, guys. And she was standing there with her plate earlier. So are you ready to make up your plate? Okay, make up your plate. We're gonna go ahead and get to eating. You can go ahead and make up your plate. The chicks have gotten moved back out to the shop. They reached the point where they started to stink up the house. So we are going to open windows and air the place out today. And it has gotten warmer. The little cold snap has passed. It's warmer now. So we're gonna go ahead and get those chicks back out of the house. And then I think we'll just see you guys at lunchtime. And it is lunchtime, so we are keeping it simple. We have the last of the leftovers here. This is that Trim Healthy Mama casserole, the spaghetti squash stuff, and the green beans, and then peanut butter and jelly. So there is that, and then we've got some oranges cut up. Rebekah's already snacking on those, and some carrot sticks that we cleaned up. Got these ready over here to take out to the bunnies. So we'll send Abigail out to take those to bunnies. We are not finished with schoolwork yet for the day, but it is in process. And do what, baby? Yes, you can have a carrot. And so we're going to eat quickly, get schoolwork done, because we do have outside chores that we need to get done today, right?
We're gonna be done.
Because it's springtime, that's right.
I have to work in the garden.
And we need to work in the garden, yes. And we have friends coming over later this week too, don't we?
Today?
Not today. Today's a work day. Okay, we're going to make up plates. Everybody can just kind of pick and choose whatever it is they want. And we'll go from there. And I'll see you guys back at supper time. It is supper time. So supper tonight is, we'll start off here with sweet potatoes. These are our sweet potatoes that we grew in our garden last year. They've just been stored in our garage. We don't have very good success with your typical orange yams that most people eat, but we do very well with the purple fleshed sweet potatoes there and the white fleshed sweet potatoes. So we've got a bunch of those made up here in the Instant Pot. Also did a small pot of this new stuff that I had gotten at Aldi a while back. Here, let me grab the box. It's a chickpea and red lentil type of rice. So it's grain free. It's just made out of chickpeas and lentils. And it said on the directions at the end to put olive oil and stuff in there. So I was going for quick tonight, so I threw some salsa in there. And then I went out to our new little herb garden that we just got set up and grabbed some cilantro. And there was one piece of parsley that was trying to break off the stem, and so I grabbed it as well. Use the little herb scissors here to snip all those herbs. This is in the Amazon storefront. Handy dandy. I love using this, and used it to put the herbs in there. We are also having roasted asparagus, and this is just from the store that I had gotten on a good sale. I am in the process of making yogurt, so this is all here in the back. I'm working around my yogurt mess for right now. And then lastly, we're having chicken thighs that I just baked in the oven. Put a little bit of olive oil on them. And this pan here, I used this seasoning that Claudia from Texas sent us. And in the other pan, I've used this Cajun seasoning from Buc-ee's on it. And then everybody can just kind of pick and choose which one they want and go from there. So these, I'm pretty sure this chicken came from when I got a sale on chicken leg quarters. If I'm remembering correctly, I think I cut them up and I put the drumsticks in one package for the freezer for grilling, and I put the thighs in another package for just baking in the oven. And these have been sitting in the freezer waiting on me since then. And over here, I just got the setup for the sweet potatoes. Everybody can come over here and put some butter and some salt on there. This is butter from Daisy the cow. So we're actually eating, and it's not even dark yet. Everybody's been working outside in the garden, so I was able to focus in here and got all the laundry folded. We did 3 loads today, and it was wash girls sheets day. So got all that stuff put away while everybody else was outside. And now we're ready to eat. So I will make up a plate and show you guys what the plate looks like after we get one all set up. And we'll get the dishwasher unloaded and reloaded as well. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, so plates are made up. Some plates are made up. Not all plates are made up. But this is kind of what things are looking like. And this is with the white flesh sweet potato. So people are taking the purple flesh ones too. But this is what we're going to eat. And then I think the plan was to go back out to the garden and try to finish up.
Just for a little bit.
Just a little bit in the garden. So, hey guys. So we'll get that little bit of the garden work done and get showers and shut it down and go to bed. And we will see you guys in the morning for breakfast. What time is it, Rebekah? Oh, she's looking at the clock. It's breakfast time. So, yay, it's breakfast time. Okay, so I have most of the animal crew. Where'd my voice go? There, it's back. Most of the animal crew is back in. And Samuel has breakfast fixed up for everybody. There were some duck eggs eaten up already this morning, but the for real breakfast today is 5-grain cereal. This is something that I have gotten from Azure Standard in the past, just an alternative to oats. And my children have actually decided they like oats better, so I will not be rebuying this, but it is tasty. It is good. And so they doctor it up with butter. This is butter from Daisy the cow. That's why it doesn't look exactly like store butter. Cinnamon, maple syrup, and I do usually lay out a jar of cream from Daisy the cow and some salt, because some like to sprinkle some salt in there. I do have some supper already going in the crock pot today. And this is the bag of the 5-grain cereal. That's what it looks like from Azure Standard. And this is the ingredients there in that 5-grain cereal. Just in case you're interested, this morning, girls have been working on, let's see, Abigail's already put hers away. The art kit, what is it called? Is it called Diamond Art? Diamond Art. So Anna's just getting hers out. Abigail has been working on hers for a little while now. Rebekah still needs her hair fixed this morning, but you wanted some of the yummy breakfast, didn't you? So she's getting started on breakfast. Read alouds this morning are Bible, and then we do a little bit of world religions out of this Usborne World Religions book. So is it focusing? There you go, focus. So like this one, have had it for years. It's got lots of really cool pictures and stuff, and lots of information. So there you go. That is read alouds this morning, and then we'll get going on school. We may possibly have friends coming over today. They're under the weather, and there's a doctor's appointment possible. They're not for sure. And they may come over here with younger children if bigger children have a doctor's appointment. So that is still a question mark on our day. We'll see how it goes. And either way, one way or the other, I'll see you guys back at lunchtime. It's also a runaround day for me as well, a go to town day. So that makes things just a little bit more hectic. What?
Springtime.
And it's springtime. Windows are open. It is springtime. I want to show you guys at some point. Let me show you through the screen here. You see my hanging plant up there with the white and orange and yellow flowers? There are some birds making a nest in my new plant, and I'm not real happy about that. Oh, do you see it? They're bringing pieces of straw. They are building a lovely nest. Now, the thing is, if they decide to lay eggs in their lovely nest, how do I water my pretty plant without destroying the nest? So this is my problem right now. I did water it last night, and they're still there building the nest this morning. I want them to kind of decide to go somewhere else before they lay eggs. So it's pretty, but I'm having difficulties here with these birds and my pretty plant. Okay, I will see you guys at lunchtime. Oh, and we're back. It's not lunchtime though, is it? It's still breakfast time. What did you tell me you wanted in your cereal? Blackberries. These are blackberries from our property last year. They've been in the freezer, and we're going to put some in there. You going to grab one? Kerplink. Kerplink. Kerplunk. You can put more in there, baby. Are they like blueberries for Sal? Yep. So they like that. I also set out, since I've got you all back here on camera here, I did also set out, I went ahead and set out the cream and the rest of this blackberry syrup that Miss Barbara sent us. If they like blackberries in them, I thought they would like this as well. And we'll just see what everybody ends up putting in their bowls. They have options. So, okay, now for real, guys, I'll see you guys at lunchtime. It is lunchtime, and lunchtime is mostly leftovers. So this is leftovers from last night's supper. This is what was left of the white fleshed and purple sweet potatoes, asparagus, the chicken thighs, and the grain-free rice dish. So there is that. And then on this side, we've got the butter and salt for sweet potatoes to doctor those up. A little bit of the fermented sauerkraut left over, so that will be finished up. And then the fermented pickles. We'll get into those. There's some celery and carrots. And then if everybody's still hungry afterwards, there's a little bit of bread left over, that peanut butter and jelly, if anybody still wants anything else after that. But I think this should fill up bellies. You being funny? You being a funny guy?
Nope.
He was being a funny guy. He says, whatever. What these children do is they come behind me or they come just out of camera shot while I am filming, and they do things. They make faces. They talk like mama's talking. Yeah, right? Yeah, sometimes. So, okay, David was in here because he is the lunchtime helper, and he was setting the table and getting that kind of stuff done. And we're gonna eat. We're gonna make it plates. We'll eat something, and then are you all playing with Play-Doh with Rebekah? Rebekah's got her Play-Doh out again, and they're hanging out in here with the 4-year-old. Play-Doh's fun, isn't it? And Sam's reading a book. Surprise, surprise. So, all right, plates. Time to eat. And it is supper time, guys. I'm tired. I'm tired because I went to town today. So, I haven't filmed a video yet. We just came in, dumped a bunch of stuff on the floor, and I will get to filming it tomorrow. I'm not going to bother with filming it all today. But supper, I'm very glad to have put a stew in the crock pot this morning. So I put the meat in, and the potatoes in, and the carrots in, and I meant to put some frozen green beans in before we left for town, and I forgot. So whenever we got home, I took a jar of home canned green beans and dumped them in here and stirred them up. And then the potatoes started to go smushy and everything else, so it is what it is. Everybody will eat up the stew. Got some bowls laid out, and I've got some children outside playing now. Biscuits were pulled out of the freezer. These were made a while back, and we just keep them in the freezer. Pulled them out, put them in the oven, just on a very low heat just to warm up, and we will have those with some either butter or honey or jam, whatever it is everybody wants to doctor their biscuits up with. So that is what we're going to do, and we're going to go ahead and start calling children inside. I think Rebekah, I heard her coming on up here too. So we'll get everybody in and we'll get everybody fed, and then I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. It is a new day. So went to bed early last night. Going to town wears me out. So had a good night's sleep, ready to start the new day. I don't think I mentioned yesterday that our friends did not end up coming out to the whole doctor's appointment thing, but instead that's happening tomorrow. So it's like scheduled, it's a for real thing for tomorrow. So today is going to be a lot of prep work, do some house cleaning, get some things tidied up and put away. We are still doing school this morning. I've got Bible and our science curriculum set out on the table. I also have Andrew's working on repairing a toy of Anna's. And I've got the second load of laundry. That's that basket sitting there on the table. The darks are already hanging on the clothesline. These are the lights. And then today is wash Mama and Daddy sheets day. So those are in the wash right now. 3 loads today. Breakfast is ready. Samuel got breakfast ready for everybody, and so I will spin the camera around and I'll show you guys what we are eating this morning. Oh, and also groceries aren't put away. I have to film this afternoon. That is something else on the to-do list. So these are yesterday's groceries that don't have to be refrigerated. Breakfast is just fried eggs this morning. Sam has fried some up and just kept them warm in the oven while everybody made their way inside. Also biscuits, more biscuits there from supper last night. Fermented pickles, and then some of the mini cucumbers. We're going to go ahead and eat them up even though I haven't filmed. Mini bananas have already been eaten up too. So sometimes when you all see stuff on the video, the grocery haul video, stuff has already been consumed. But here in front of the bananas, as far as biscuits go, they have options of honey, jam. This is an apricot jam that I've had on the shelf for a while. It just needs to be used up. And butter from Daisy the cow. So there we go. I don't have tables set yet. Andrew, show everybody what you are fixing. A very, very pretty little unicorn. He is fixing, getting it working again. So you're pretty optimistic you'll get it fixed?
Yeah, there's just a few wires been pulled out.
Not as hard as a Jeep?
No.
He's been researching Jeeps again this morning too. So, okay, I've got children inside. Do I have anybody outside? Did Sarah come in?
She might be still outside.
She might be still outside. We'll ring the dinner bell. We'll get everybody inside and we will get our day going. I almost forgot to show you guys what a plate looks like. So, I think it's pretty. I love all the extra colors. I like pretty food. So, is the pepper good, baby? Yeah, good stuff. All right, she's already got her plate made up too. She is eating it up. And Abigail's back here doing a dance. This is what happens off camera, guys. All right, get your plate made up, baby. We'll see everybody at lunchtime. It is lunchtime. Abigail is getting bowls and stuff down. So it's leftovers for lunchtime again. This is what's left of the biscuits that we've been eating on. So we're gonna wipe those out. And again, with whatever toppings everybody wants to put on there, they can pick and choose. And then the stew left over. So I added some more broth to it. And so it's kind of it's a stoop now. It's a stewy soup or a soupy stew. But this is what we're gonna have. And it'll be a good lunch. So while we are having that, let's see, I think I still have Sarah and Rebekah are outside. I need to get them inside. We've done pretty well. We've made a big dent on school so far. I've still got some doing school in there. You're gonna go ring the dinner bell? Abigail's a big helper today. She's not even the lunchtime helper, but look at her go. So, oh, she found them. She didn't have to ring the dinner bell. We've got science experiment stuff going on over there. And I wanted to show you guys what we're reading. This is our lunchtime read aloud for right now. So Miss Krista has sent us a book by this same author, Jerry Spinelli. And the book was Maniac McGee. And the children really enjoyed it. They enjoyed it so much that they asked for another book by the same author. So I looked things up and we went with, this one's called Loser. And it's just, it's written in such a way that it is just, you want to keep reading. So, phone is ringing. Hold on. Sorry guys, that was Shawn. He was calling from work, but we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get bowls and saucers and all that stuff made up, and then we're gonna go ahead and eat. This afternoon is gonna be spent. We're gonna go ahead and do cleaning hour early since we have friends coming over tomorrow. And we have church family coming over the next day. So we've got lots of hosting of things here coming up in the next couple days. So cleaning hour this afternoon. We have cream that needs to be turned into butter. I have got to get those eggs in the incubators that have been sitting on the counter. It has to be done today. There's just stuff. There's lots of stuff to do. And then supper tonight. We'll make supper tonight then too. I know I'm forgetting something. But I have several things on our to-do list, and so I need my students in there to finish up what's left of their school. You got done. We stayed at it this morning, didn't we? We made sure we got it done. And then we'll get going. So I will check back in with you guys at supper time, and we'll see what we ended up having. and if we are just a worn out, ragged mess by that point, or if we are still functional by supper time. We'll see how it goes. And it is supper time, guys, and we have been scooting, we have been busy. This is the Dutch dish. This is what is called boerenkool, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So basically I took 5 pounds of yellow potatoes, boiled them up till they were soft, and drained them. Also the bag of kale was in here. And we use 3 of the Polish sausage rings. We like to use the beef kind. And when the potatoes are cooked, I pull the meat out, drain the kale potato mixture, and start smashing it up like mashed potatoes. Add 2 sticks of butter, some milk, some salt and pepper, just like you would homemade mashed potatoes. And then you slice up the meat, the Polish sausage ring, and add it to it and mix it all up. It's yummy, it's comfort food, we like it. So, Dutch dish for supper tonight. As far as what else has been going on, butter, we did make butter. It's not completed yet, it still needs to be pressed out. All the buttermilk and stuff needs to be pressed out. So, that still needs to be completed tonight. Still do not have eggs in the incubators. We'll work on it. Anna made, I don't even know what times batch. She said there's about 100 cookies here. These peanut butter Hershey Kiss cookies, and these will be for friends coming over tomorrow. I'm sure some will be sampled after supper tonight as well. So we have that, and there are some grapes left over from snack today. So those are just being grazed on through the afternoon. I do still have some outside finishing up animal chores. Windows are open because it's beautiful. Laundry was getting folded on the couch because the table was full of cookies and such. So lots of cleanup did get done today as well. So there you go. That's what we're doing. And we're gonna go ahead and eat, and I'll be back at breakfast in the morning, and we'll see what we're having then. Good morning, guys. Oh, I've got a piece of straw on the top of the camera. Good morning, guys. It is a new day. So today's the day that our friends are coming over. So we are doing things quick this morning. I'm also down a helper because Samuel is usually the breakfast helper, and he's off doing college stuff today. So no Sam here, and we are just getting things done. Daisy has been milked, animal chores are done, chicken tractor's been moved, all the animal things are done outside. First load of laundry is in the washing machine but not hung up yet. And I'm making sweet tea. The toaster just popped up. So
lemonade.
And we're gonna make some lemonade. Yeah, see, we're gonna make some lemonade for some friends, aren't we? So Andrew's playing guitar back in the living room, and my phone is ringing. It's spam. Scroll down. We get spam. There we go. Okay. Real life, guys. I'm gonna flip the camera around. I will show you what we are having for breakfast this morning. David, what are you doing? What are you doing, David? Look at it. David! Stop it. He is back there. Things go on behind the camera, guys. Sometimes it's hard to keep a straight face. He's a funny guy. I'm sorry if you got dizzy. I didn't mean to make you dizzy. I am going to flip the camera around and show you what we're doing for breakfast today, and then we're going to get on with doing the last minute things before friends show up. So breakfast this morning is frozen pancakes. These are from, back before, whenever we made butter on a different time, we had lots of extra buttermilk, so massive amounts of pancakes were made, and they've just been sitting in the freezer. So pulled out one of those bags and have started reheating some pancakes. They can then put some butter. This is what was from yesterday. We keep it in the fridge to let more of the moisture, anything we might have missed, evaporate out of there, and we just find that it works better doing this little extra step before we put it in butter molds. And then syrup, I've got heating up here, maple syrup, and the very last bit of the blackberry syrup that Miss Barbara had sent. So I've got that going. We did manage to get eggs in the incubators last night. So this is full of chicken eggs, and this one is full of duck eggs. I think there's 41 duck eggs in there. So checked that off the list. Finally, the countertop got cleared off, and we are ready for friends to come over today. So I guess I will see you guys very quickly at lunchtime, and we will see. I will have people over here, so I'm going to try to be strategic in filming because some people don't want to be on camera, right? Yeah, so, but I will show you what we're doing for lunchtime today. Say bye, guys. You guys, I forgot to film, so everybody's making up plates already. So we have meat, well, bread and meat and cheeses and some toppings here. I forgot to pull out mayonnaise. I have mayonnaise in the fridge too. There's veggie tray and dip and all kinds of chips. All kinds of chips. And I do have Andrew. I can show Andrew on film. And we've got fruit trays over here, and the cookies that Anna made last night, and then drinks over here. So everybody is filling up plates and eating and having a good time. So I almost forgot, you guys, but we will be back at supper time, and I'll show you what we're having for supper. It is supper time. Did you have fun today? Fun with friends? Yep, so everybody stayed till it was probably 5:30 when the last left. And so this recipe is a good, quick, just throw it together and eat it supper. It's called Not Chili Chili. It's got ground turkey, 2 pounds of that. One of them I put in sausage seasoning in. There's some canned Great Northern or navy beans, all kinds of spices, some home canned broth, bay leaves, onions, celery, all that kind of stuff. Kind of like a white chicken chili, but it has the ground turkey meat. And there we go. Bowls are made up. Almost forgot to show you guys. I've got some prep work going on. So we are having our church family gathering over here tomorrow. So I'm getting some chili. So I'm doing chili and hot dogs. That's what I typically do. But chili and hot dogs starting up. I'm going to get beans soaking overnight. Sarah's getting some sourdough bagels, right? Sourdough bagels going for tomorrow as well. And did pull out some crackers. We received these as a gift. So thank you for the gift. These are going to go with supper tonight. So I think that's it for this evening. I'll see what I can film tomorrow. And it'll be a little bit busy doing food stuff with church family coming over, but maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. New day. Technically, we've completed the 7 days, the what we eat in a week, but we are having church family over today, and as much as I am able to, I hope I don't get distracted, as much as I'm able to, I will try to film breakfast, which I'm about to do, and lunch. So if the house gets crazy and chaotic with people showing up and I forget, I'm sorry in advance for the lunchtime, but I am going to spin the camera around and I'll show you guys what we're doing for breakfast this morning. Daisy has been milked, animal jobs are wrapping up, I still have children outside, Rebekah is inside, and she's watching a little show while we get stuff going in here. So I will flip the camera around and I'll show you what's going on in the kitchen this morning. So we've got a hodgepodge of things happening right now. Sarah is in the process of making a coffee cake. This is going to go with our meal with church family today. Oranges have already been gotten into this morning. That's the compost bucket there. She also made bagels this morning, got up early and wrapped up the sourdough bagels that she had started last night. For those that don't know the different colors here, she puts them in some baking soda water as part of the process, and what we've decided is the darker spots are where the baking soda kind of settles. But I think they're pretty, and they are delicious. So that is going with breakfast this morning. In addition to the oranges, and some duck eggs are getting made up now. We are getting lots of duck eggs in every day. It's kind of feast or famine. So it's in feast time right now on duck eggs, and they will stop laying later in the year. Well, greatly reduce their laying. So we're enjoying the duck eggs while we have them here. Incubators are doing good. We're just keeping up with them. They are doing their job. As far as for on the bagels, there's jam, there's cream cheese, there's butter. So we have options there. Everything's just going to kind of sit out, and as people come inside after jobs and stuff are done, then they can grab a bagel and do whatever, fry up some more eggs, whatever they want to get done. But we're going to do this, and then I am going to get to work in the kitchen on lunchtime stuff. I actually already have the beans. I soaked them last night and got them going in the Instant Pot this morning. So kidney beans and pinto beans are going in there, and then I'm going to start getting chili going in the big pot as well. So Lord willing, if I remember, I'll see you guys back at lunchtime. It is lunchtime, and you all are proud of me that I remembered to get the camera. So hot dog buns, sliders with roast beef and turkey, right?
Yes.
Yes, roast beef and turkey sliders, and then some gluten-free, a gluten-free version for those people there that need that. For those that want Frito chili pies, we've got the corn chips and the chili. This is how it turned out. And the toppings are over on the kitchen island. I'll show you those in just a minute. Hot dogs have been grilled, and they're just in here. Crackers, if somebody just wants a big bowl of chili, that is an option as well. We've got all the drinks over here. Coffee, tea, lemonade. There's some water there in the back. So options. Here's the other food. So we've got macaroni and cheese here, regular and gluten-free. Sarah's sourdough bagels from this morning. Those have already been dug into a little bit with the cream cheese, butter. Pulled out some red bud jelly from last year. Coffee cake is a dessert, as well as the cherry cheesecake over here. It has been gotten into already also. And then this is all the toppings here for hot dogs and the Frito chili pie, chili cheese dog, whatever anybody wants. Jalapeno, candied jalapeno peppers, regular jalapenos. This is a dill relish. It's a jalapeno dill relish there. So those are the options, and then a big basket of chippies. So that is what we're gonna eat. We are gonna get ready to do prayer, and then we will fill plates. So I will just see you guys later. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. This is the end of the what we eat in a week, but we got a bonus extra day in there with church family coming over. I will tell you today's a new day. It's morning time. I'm not cooking today. I'm not cooking a thing. So there are leftover bagels, and those are going to be with breakfast this morning with some fried eggs for whoever wants them. There is leftover coffee cake, leftover sandwich fixins and stuff from whenever we had friends over. There's a little bit of leftover chili, not as much as you would think. We put a really big dent in that pot of chili. There is some not chili left over. So we are just cleaning out the fridge today, which I'm kind of relieved. I'm looking forward to a little bit of a slower day. So that's what we're gonna do. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us this week. If you did, please do the thumbs up, because it helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Double check that you are subscribed if you intend to be. And then if you could share our videos. If there's a specific video that you think a family member or a friend would like, share that with them. Or just tell people about Ozark Family Homestead, and it would help our channel grow. So thanks a lot, you guys. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Ozark Family Homestead.